Greetings to all. I am Dr. K. Anitha, Associate Professor of English, Sithalakshmi Ramaswamy College, Tiruchirappalli. In this video, we are going to see the important aspects of the age of Renaissance. What is the Renaissance? The word Renaissance in French means rebirth. The period between the 14th and 17th centuries is considered to be the bridge between the Middle Ages and modern times and is known as the Renaissance. Artists, scientists, and scholars began to study the classical texts of ancient Greece and Rome and apply their knowledge to achieve new heights in the field. They challenged old ideas and thoughts in new ways. The Renaissance promoted the rediscovery of classical philosophy, literature, and art. The Renaissance marked the transition from the medieval world to the modern era. That is why this period is called the Renaissance, which means rebirth. The three stages of Renaissance. The Renaissance is usually divided into three stages. The early Renaissance from 1400 to 1490, which set the stage for new ideas. The High Renaissance from 1490 to 1520. This period is known for its great masterpieces and idealism. And the Late Renaissance from 1520 to 1600, where art became more expressive and complex. Where did the Renaissance begin? The Renaissance era started in Florence, one of the Italian states. But why Florence? The city had the right mix of social and civic factors, along with the unique political setup. Historians have proposed various reasons for Florence being the birthplace of the Renaissance. But key factors include the powerful Medici family who ruled the city and the influence of Greek scholars and their texts that arrived after the fall of Constantinople. As the Renaissance grew in Florence, it spread to other Italian cities like Venice, Milan, Rome, and Naples. Eventually, it reached the rest of Europe and then its colonies in Asia, Africa, and America. This expansion was helped by the European missionaries who promoted Renaissance ideas around the world, leading to a global spread of the movement. During the Renaissance, most powerful ruling family in Europe was the Medici family, also known as House of Medici. Their success in commerce and banking brought them great wealth and social mobility. By the 13th century, they had become one of the influential families in Florence. Why is it said that Renaissance affected fields like literature, painting, and politics? The Renaissance was more than just a word, it was a cultural revolution that transformed many aspects of society. During this period, classical literature became popular again, and new techniques such as linear perspective and naturalism in art emerged, bringing sense of reality to paintings. Iconic artists like Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci created masterpieces and demonstrated the concept of the Renaissance man means a person skilled in multiple disciplines. In politics, the Renaissance introduced new ideas about diplomacy and statecraft, influencing how rulers governed. It also saw the rise of modern banking and accounting, which laid the foundation for today's economic systems. The emphasis on observation and reasoning reshaped literature, art, and politics, leaving a lasting impact on Western civilization. Printing press, the principal technological discovery of the Renaissance. Before the Renaissance, books were a luxury, the time consuming and costly. This made accessing books difficult for the general public. The invention and spread of the printing press revolutionized society by making books more accessible. The printing press began in the Rhineland and rapidly spread across Europe in the mid 15th century. Before this, books were made using wooden blocks pressed on parchment. After paper was introduced from Asia and cheaper manufacturing techniques were developed, mass printing became possible. Johannes Gutenberg's press famously printed the Holy Bible as its first book. By the 1460s, printing had become widespread across Europe. Renaissance exploration. Exploration and discovery were at the heart of the Renaissance era. Expeditions were common, leading to new territories and improved trade routes. For example, Christopher Columbus discovered the New World in 1492, and Ferdinand Magellan became the first person to circumnavigate the globe 1500s, a remarkable achievement. However, this period of exploration had a dark side. European explorers exposed native populations to diseases they had no immunity against, leading to devastating plagues with death rates exceeding 90% in some areas. Colonization often involved conquest, and native people were frequently enslaved. Some curious facts in the Renaissance. The Renaissance was full of new inventions. The wooden pencil was created in 1560 by the Italian couple Simonio and Lendiana Bernacchi. During the Renaissance, women were encouraged to play string instruments but frowned upon if they played wind instruments. This was because the Renaissance standards of beauty considered women unattractive when playing wind instruments, while they were seen as more appealing with string instruments. There were strict laws on how much one could spend on a wedding. Men were not considered mature enough to marry until they were in their 30s. In contrast, women were expected to marry around the ages of 16 or 17. Thank you for watching.